Start with the Bible. Stay with the Bible. I am Mr. Batman, the Dark Knight of Logic, and we are making the kingdom great again by keeping the commandments of Yahweh and teaching others to do the same. Greetings. Jim here, though many of you know me as Mr. Batman. Today we are putting on the tactical gear and stepping onto the battlefield of ideas. We are going to apply the laws of logic to a headline that is making waves across the world. On May 4th, 2026, President Donald Trump issued a proclamation designating the weekend of May 15th and 16th as a national Shabbat, specifically titled Shabbat 250. Let that sink in. A sitting United States president has formally called for a national Sabbath observance. It is tied to the American semi-quincentennial, celebrating 250 years of independence. As followers of King Yeshua, we must view this not through the lens of shifting denominational sands, but through the absolute standard of truth, the Holy Bible. To understand this moment, we have to look at the roots of the Republic. The Shabbat 250 proclamation is deeply rooted in the historical precedent established by George Washington in his 1790 letter to the Hebrew congregation in Newport. Washington pledged that the government gives to bigotry no sanction, to persecution no assistance. This nation was built as a place where the laws of nature and nature's God could be freely observed. But let's talk facts. Let's talk about the biological and historical reality of the men who financed this freedom. The Shabbat 250 proclamation specifically honors Haym Salomon. Solomon was a Polish-born Jewish immigrant who leveraged his expertise to sustain the Continental Army. Between 1781 and 1784, he personally provided over $650,000 in financing to General Washington. That is over $13 million to $15 million in today's money. When George Washington needed at least $20,000 to finance the Yorktown campaign, the Continental Congress was virtually bankrupt. Washington gave the order, send for Haym Salomon. Within days, Solomon raised the funds. He secured the victory at Yorktown, which ended the war. Yet when he died in 1785, his family was left penniless because the government failed to repay the debt. There is a legend that George Washington asked Solomon what he wanted as compensation, and Solomon replied, "I want nothing for myself, rather something for my people." It is believed by some that this is why the 13 stars on the American Great Seal are arranged in the shape of a Star of David. Whether this is a strict historical fact or a powerful legend, the biological and historical truth remains. The miracle of America was financed by a man whose worldview was anchored in the Torah. As men, we are called to be the primary protectors and providers of our families and communities. Solomon embodied that mandate. He stood in the gap. He understood that the Torah is the eternal, universal constitution of the kingdom. When we look at Shabbat 250, we see the biblical principle of Numbers 15:15 to 16 playing out. The native-born and the stranger laboring together under one standard. If you have been blessed by this ministry and want to stand with us in the gap, head over to MrBatman.com. You will find free Torah and Bible resources to equip you for the fight. Click on that Buy Me a Coffee or Support button to help us keep this tactical mission moving forward. We are making the kingdom great again, according to the standard of Matthew 5:19.